Alright, let's talk about Borderlands 4's first DLC, How Rush Saved Mercenary Day, a title that is so misleading it should be regulated by the FTC. First and foremost, Rush does not save Mercenary Day. At this point, I doubt he could even save a Word file. Here is, beat for beat, what Rush contributes. He gives you presents to deliver that mysteriously showed up on his doorstep. They're actually Trojan horse explosives, 3 innocent NPCs lose their lives, and Rush goes, "Damn, that's crazy. Now go kill Kairos' Minister of Culture." That's not heroism. That's 3 counts of negligent homicide and 1 count of conspiracy to assassinate a government official. Giving Rush credit for saving Mercenary Day would be like me causing a 5-car pileup on the highway and then hiring a hitman to kill the person that sold me the car.
Not a great plan.
And the DLC tries to sprinkle mystery on Rush. Vague references to his family, his dad, his childhood. But every time he brings it up, he deflects and changes the subject. Cool, thanks for the emotional investment opportunity that goes absolutely nowhere. Now, the bounty packs are supposed to be paid DLC, however Gearbox proudly announced they were gifting this DLC to everyone, and I'm sure someone in PR high-fived themselves for that wording. See, this is not a gift. Gifts bring joy. This brought me the emotional equivalent of a grocery store fruitcake. Because here's the truth. They didn't gift this DLC. They waived the charges because they knew if they actually tried to sell it, the community would burn their office Christmas tree to the ground. And meanwhile, to the premium buyers, Gearbox said they're adding a 5th bounty pack at the end of the content roadmap, so we'll still get 4 premium DLCs. That sounds noble to the layman, but if you know how to interpret corporate speak, then you'll know this actually means that they had to make this one free because it's dog shit, and they've bought themselves a year to come up with an entirely new DLC so that they can't get sued for false advertising and charging people for the 4 paid DLCs. This isn't generosity, this is corporate damage control wearing an elf hat. So, let's examine why even Gearbox doesn't have the balls to label this as a paid DLC. First and foremost, the mission took me under an hour. It takes me longer to commute to work than it did to finish this DLC in its entirety. And I didn't speedrun it. I took my time, looked for hidden Easter eggs, I didn't find any, and tried to enjoy it. If you made a beeline through this DLC, you could finish it in about 20 minutes. To put that in perspective, I could replay this DLC 6 times over in the same amount of time I spend every Monday screaming at the bumper of a Prius that's doing 50 miles an hour in the fast lane. The difference being that commuting in heavy traffic is actually less agitating than playing this DLC. And the level design? Well, I've seen more architectural risk-taking inside a Motel 6. It's the same generic order bunker we've seen 1,000 times, only with Christmas shit slapped all over the place, and it's populated by the same banal order robots we stopped caring about before we unlocked our action skill. If you showed me 10 screenshots from this DLC, I legitimately couldn't tell you which one came from where. It's vapid hallways connected to warehouses, connected to rooms with computers and machinery, and the whole thing has the personality of a filing cabinet. Now, shockingly, the villain of the DLC, Minister Screw, actually does have a personality. In fact, more personality than the entire BL4 main cast combined. But not in a good way, because Minister Screw has the most annoying personality of any character in the Borderlands franchise. He constantly shrieks at you like a pompous douche with a level of entitlement that would humble the worst brats on the show My Sweet 16.
Oh, by all means, come and get me! The timekeeper was everything to me, and you killed him! It's not fair!
But then it goes from annoying to painfully uncomfortable, because he keeps referring to the timekeeper as Daddy.
I see you, Vault Hunter! But Daddy, can you see me? Can you see what a good boy I am?
Is he the timekeeper's son? Is he delusional? Is it a kink? The game never clarifies, and that makes it even creepier. And while you carve your way through his legion of Order robot goons, he heckles you with spoiled rich kid energy, like Draco Malfoy but with manic depression and a voice that sounds like a half-assed Stewie Griffin impression.
They're mine! All presents belong to me!
I thought you said these gifts were blasphemy.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! My presents! Mine! All mine!
And the story threads? They go nowhere. He's banned cheer across Kairos. He's seized all the presents, and then you find out the dude is just hoarding all of the presents for himself. It literally plays out like a 6-year-old wrote it. And the wildest part? He has a random photo of Rush and Rush's dad on his computer. Why? How? Who knows? DLC obviously doesn't know because it never explains it. It's like the writers taped a bunch of ideas to the wall and then forgot to finish any of them. Again, like it was written by a 6-year-old. Now, once you slog through the forgettable map and enemies, you arrive at the boss fight. And the boss fight is literally the timekeeper fight. Same mechanics, same structure, same bullshit. Imagine making a premium DLC and reusing the final boss from the base game. He literally has the exact same attacks but with Christmas ornaments glued to them like a sad arts and crafts project. It's the same disappointment, but now in peppermint. And the hokey Christmas-themed decorations draped all over the same old Order bunker environment is just tacky. It feels like you're fighting the timekeeper's cousin who lives in a strip mall. Now, some of you are probably thinking, so what? It's not about the side quest or the boss. It's about the 4 new unique legendary weapons. Yeah, about those. They feel like leftovers someone wrapped in foil and forgot in the back of Moxie's fridge. They hit softer than an apology from a passive-aggressive coworker. Now, the stat card for the Torg pistol made me think it was potentially a spiritual successor to the Unkempt Herald. It's black and yellow, and the damage stat is multiplied by 5, but it also has the ability to use sticky mode. I was so excited to unlock this gun that I was blissfully ignoring how bad the DLC was while I saved up the 10 tickets I needed to redeem it. I unlocked it, equipped it, and fired. Only to learn that this hunk of shit isn't the child of the Unkempt Herald, it's the drunk uncle of the Devil's Foursome from Borderlands 3. It's beyond useless. I hate it so much. It was like if Ralphie opened the box to his Red Ryder BB gun only to find it was full of socks.
I am very disappointed!
Now, the deadliest shotgun was only slightly less disappointing. It has a slow rate of fire and shoots out an energy beam if you hold the trigger down. It's like someone duct taped the Torg laser sploder to a Hyperion shotgun but nerfed the rate of fire and took away the sploder part. I honestly didn't even bother continuing to play long enough to unlock the other 2 weapons because their stats are so underwhelming that I couldn't even hold out hope that they are somehow good. These aren't rewards, they're trash from the Borderlands Lost and Found bin. So yeah, how Rush Saved Mercenary Day is a DLC where the villain has daddy issues, Rush gets 3 people killed and then delegates vengeance, the boss fight is recycled trash with Hallmark ornaments glued to it, and the legendaries are stocking stuffers from people you hate. So, hit the like button if you enjoyed the review. It won't fix Borderlands 4, but it will trick the YouTube algorithm into thinking I'm emotionally stable. And subscribe to the channel for future Borderlands reviews, because apparently Gearbox keeps giving me things to roast whether I want them or not. And as always, keep shooting, keep looting, and I'll see you in the next one.